Hey there folks, it's Vic Noble here with your weekly trade example for the week ending November the 25th of 2011. I get questions quite often from people asking me how many currency pairs they should trade or what pairs they should trade. And my answer to this is in most cases one. Trade one pair. And I'd make it one of the majors for sure, like the Euro US dollar, the British pound US dollar. It constantly amazes me that traders try to take on way more than they can handle, especially considering that they aren't even consistently profitable, right? It's like, if I trade more, then I'll be more profitable. Well, it's the opposite. Trade less. You do not need to trade a lot or risk a lot to make a very good return on your money. In fact, it's the other way around. If you trade a lot and you risk a lot, you're not going to last. That's pretty much guaranteed, right? So, be honest with yourself. Are you in this category? Because if you are, you can change this. I'll give you a perfect example of there's a guy I've known for a very long time now, Dave Deming. In fact, I put a link in the interview, in the body of the email you got here. I put a link to the interview I did with him, and I just did this past week. Have a listen to it. It's just so inspiring to hear what he has to say. And he's not just profitable since last month, okay? He's been profitable for a long time now. And all he trades is one pair, the British pound, US dollar, and nothing else. Now, yes, there are other people, like in my Coach's Corner service, who are also extremely successful, who do trade more than one pair, but that's because that works for them. They're very experienced. They've learned how to be consistently profitable first before taking on the challenges of multiple currency pairs, and like I say, that works for them. Now, another question that I actually kind of had just recently, I want to clear this up, is that, if these people are so great and they're members of the Coach's Corner, do they actually tell you how they trade? Or do they hold back certain little secrets and don't tell us everything or disclose everything? I can tell you that the successful traders in the Coach's Corner are extremely generous in showing the trades that they take. Okay, this isn't some underground secret trading thing where we just can't tell you all the deep dark secrets. That's ridiculous. Shirley Hudson, for example, longtime member of the Coach's Corner service, a super trader. Actually, probably the very, very best short-term trader that I know. She is over the top generous about, showing members exactly how she trades and what she looks for, and she'll come on and speak to the members anytime. She's very good about that. Same as Calvin Thornley. This guy makes his living trading. It's all he does. He has for many years now. Do you think that you could learn from a guy like this? Of course. And he comes on and speaks to members and fully discloses how he trades, takes questions, doesn't hold anything back. Members are now using stuff that Calvin shows and they're getting positive results. And what more can you ask? I mentioned Dave Deming earlier. So I'll just show you a trade right here that Dave took this past week, that once again he very generously shares with the CC community. Of course, this trade was on the British pound US dollar pair, because that's all he trades, and it was on the 22nd of November. And I'll just show you what he looks at. This is the top down lead. This is the technical part I'm showing you now. But believe me, Dave knows the fundamentals of this pair like nobody. That's all he trades. Look at this thing going down. This used to be support and resistance here. You see this line? Price goes just plowing through it here. Do you think he's bullish or bearish on this pair? Well, pretty obvious it's going down, isn't it, right? The market flows down. Goes down to the 4-hour chart. Look at this thing. This is the day that he took the trade right in here. But look what it was doing. This used to be the support and resistance level I showed you before. Goes right through it. Trades and holds below there. Comes back up. Bounces off this level now. Isn't that something else? That same one. And starts to head down. Is he thinking buy or sell? Obviously he's thinking sell, right? In fact, by the way, just as an aside, he also sold right here on this pair earlier this week. He had a tremendous week last week. But anyway, what he did when this happened is he went down to a 1-hour chart and he just used basically something we teach in the Coach's Corner, a little noble entry here, and he sold it right up at the 79% retracement right in here. This actually also happened to be the daily central pivot. He actually got short at 56.65. I know 67 was the 79%, but he sold it at 65 because of the pivot there. And away it went. Almost looked like it was going to be positive divergence, but it never qualified the way that we like to see it, with the price going down and the MACD going up, but it did not qualify. So he took this trade in here and had his stop loss in, and he already had his profit already figured out before he even took the trade, right? He had about 105 pips, in fact, exactly 105 pips profit target on this thing, which was no accident either. He had that all laid out. I'll just move it ahead and show you. It was the 127% Fibonacci extension. Notice he didn't go to the last pip. He took it at 155.60, even though this is 155.54. You know, that's just a place he expected there to be a bounce, and sure enough, there was a bounce. Did he get the low? No, he didn't get the low. He's not in this business to pick the exact highs and lows. He's making money with this thing. That's it. Okay. So I just wanted to give you, show you an example of what he does. And let me finish off by saying this: the trading game is not something that's learned overnight by buying a black box system or a trading robot or whatever. It takes understanding, and it takes some commitment. It takes a lot of commitment, focus, dedication, a willingness to roll up your sleeves and get involved. Okay, it's about learning about the whole package, and one of the most important things you need to learn about is yourself. You're the most important part in this whole thing. What it is that makes you tick and that resonates with you. Using Dave again as an example, he made a conscious effort to become an expert on himself through the use of personal development tools that have completely transformed his trading and his personal life. And he shares this stuff with the Coaches Corner members every week. And that's what I think I really like about the Coaches Corner. It provides an excellent venue for members to come and be exposed to stuff that works as proven by successful traders based on a long history of actually using setups and other information in real time, not back tested. I know a lot of people like to back test, but back testing has severe limitations. Anyway, I won't get into that right now. Anyway, I sort of got got going here a bit in a bit of a rant, but anyway, the main point I wanted to drive home today was that you only need to trade one currency pair to do well. And in fact, I would suggest that's all you should do until you've proven over a large sample set of trades that you can be consistent, with trading one pair. Okay, and yes, this stuff does work. I've had that question. There's no way, look, for example, let me just say this. There's no way that Shirley Hudson could trade the London close trade strategy for over 2 years now, be over 90% accurate, and up over 11,000 pips, and it was all just a fluke. Okay, I mean, that just wouldn't happen. And the same can be said for all the other traders who have also been consistently successful for a long period of time. It's not an accident. Okay, enough ranting and raving by me. You guys, thanks so much for listening in here today, and I hope that was helpful for you. Get you thinking a little bit. Let me know if I can help. Listen to that interview with Dave, and it was really good. And have a great weekend. I'll be back at the end next week with another weekly trade example for you. Thanks so much.